My dear children, in this module, we are going to study the term share. Share is the important source of funds. Equity shares, preference shares are the different types of shares. In this module, we are going to study the different types of shares in detail. Issue of share is the most important source of raising long-term funds. The amount of the capital to be raised from the members of the public is divided into small units of equal value. These small units are known as shares. The aggregate value of the share is known as share capital of the company. Those who subscribe to the share capital is known as shareholder. According to Justice Farewell, a share is the interest of the shareholder in the company measured by a sum of money for the purpose of liability and the interest. That interest is known as dividend. It also consists of other rights given by the Articles of Association. As we know, Articles of Association is the important document of the company. A share is one of the equal parts into which the capital of the company is divided. The important features of the shares are: first one, it is an indivisible part of the capital of the company. It confers certain rights on its holder, that is dividend, voting right or voting power, return of capital, etc. It creates certain liabilities on its holder. Each share has a distinct value. Each share has a nominal or face value. The holder of the share is issued a share certificate under the seal of the company. It is a movable property and can be transferred in the manner laid down in the Articles of the company. Articles of Association and Memorandum of Association, these two are the important documents of the company. The shares of a company can be divided into two. They are equity shares and preference shares. Equity shares are those shares which do not carry any special or preferential right in the payment of annual dividend or repayment of the capital. The rate of dividend on such shares is not fixed. Dividend on equity share is paid out of the residual profits left after paying the interest on debentures and dividend on preference shares. Similarly, equity shareholders are paid at the time of winding up of the company after all the debts and preference shareholders have been paid in full. They are entitled to receive what is left after making the payment to the preference shareholders. Therefore, equity shareholders are the real risk bearers. They are the real owners of the company, but they share in the increasing profits of the company. They enjoy the voting rights in the management and the control of the company. The amount raised by the issue of equity share is known as equity share capital. The distinctive characteristics of equity shares are: first one, the holders of equity shares are the main risk bearers. They provide risk capital because when the company fails and is closed, equity shareholders may lose their entire investment. Another advantage is equity shareholders are likely to enjoy high return and considerable increase in the value of their shares. The next point is equity shareholders are likely to enjoy high return and considerable increase in the value of the shareholders. Then equity shareholders have likely to have the residential claim in the company. The income left after the payment of interest to the creditors and dividend to the preference shareholders belongs to the equity shareholders. The next point is equity share capital improves the credit worthiness of the company and confidence of the creditors. It is the basis on which loans can be raised. And the last point is equity shareholders have the right to elect directors. They can collectively ensure that the company is managed in their best interest. My dear children, next we are going to study the important advantages of equity shares. The first point is equity share capital is a permanent capital. Equity shareholders provide the permanent funds of a company. There is no obligation to return the money except at the time of winding up of the company. Second point, there is no obligation as to dividend. Equity shareholders do not impose an obligation to pay a fixed amount of dividend. The next point is no charge on assets. For issuing equity shares, the company is not required to mortgage or pledge its assets. The assets remain free of charge for borrowing money in future. The another important advantage is it is a source of prestige.